Good morning and welcome to Crow and Klein here today with a daily energetic check-in. I have the Good Tarot today for our card of focus. And we have the Fool. Isn't that a beautiful card? Looks magical, mystical, sparkly, new, fresh, right? And we know the Fool to be that way. Hi, buddy. Sorry, here comes my dog. Yeah, up. So when we get the Fool card, we know that it's about new beginnings, okay? And we know that it's about, that you've just closed out a chapter in your life and you're getting ready to start anew. You've completed a karmic cycle and now it's time for something else. It's a new leg of your journey, so to speak. And so with the Fool, it's a fresh energy and you can do what you want to do, okay? You can make this what you want. Now, there is a bit of naivety with this and a bit of risk, but it doesn't matter because you're protected as you take this leap of faith. Okay, this is the Fool card. This is about enthusiasm for what's to come, for the possibilities of what can be. Okay, you know that a spiritual approach rarely appears logical. And oftentimes it seems really impractical as well. But when this card appears, it basically says that you can take a risk and you can trust, right? You can trust with the faith that's within you that anything's possible. So the invisible realms are going to reveal each step to you along the way, okay? Oftentimes, as the Fool, we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we go anyway, right? Do you remember a time in your life when you used to do that? I do. Spontaneous road trips or sudden change of plans and moving to a different area, just things like that happen. And we do it because we do have faith. We don't even think twice about it, right? So you're meant to have an experience in this fashion, right? Regardless of where it is that you're going. This is a time when you are learning that you are, in fact, a spiritual being having a human experience. There's a lot of mystical, magical with this, which I love. There's a lot of mystery. There's a lot of enthusiasm, right? That's the big focus of this card, is the enthusiasm that you take with you, the enthusiasm and the faith that you take with you on this new journey, all right? I have the Wandering Star because it seemed appropriate for this new beginning of yours, which I am loving this card. All right, so thank you all so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. I hope you're all doing well. And I am honored to be able to bring you these readings every day. Every day. Thank you for being with me on my journey. I am so happy to be with you on yours. Please keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. Okay, it's not a one-on-one, so if it doesn't fit, don't make it. It kind of feels like we're carrying an awful lot of burden these days and not necessarily our own. So don't take on something that's not yours. Trust your intuition. You'll know if this is for you or not, okay? Okay, and look at this. Yes, the Page of Pentacles. So this is kind of a new beginning, dealing with your foundational stability, right? Pentacles are all about finances, investments, money, that kind of thing. And the Page of Pentacles, even though pages can be sort of, it's a youngish energy, sometimes can be, what am I trying to say? Immature, but not in a bad way. even though they can be, the Page of Pentacles has a very analytical, adult-like mind when it comes to strategizing about how to build your foundation. So this is kind of like a new beginning. So maybe you're doing something new and fresh with the Fool card around your stability. In your energy, we have the Strength card, which is definitely your inner wellspring of strength. It's not your physical strength. It is your inner strength, okay? This is from all the lessons you've learned. You've sort of collected it. It's strengthened your resolve. It's given you the courage to move forward. And it also has given you control over those lower vibrational emotions, right? So you don't overreact to things. You know, you understand that when fear comes up, you address it, and then you move into the higher emotional vibrations to handle things, okay? This is a beautiful card. This is typically an infinite. There's an infinity sign usually on the Strength card. I don't think there's one on this one. But it's kind of implied that this is infinite, right? This is an unending wellspring that you have built up of strength. Yeah, we're definitely dealing with your material world abundance here. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is all about benefits, investments, and prosperity. So it seems to me that you are heading down a path that's going to be leading you to financial wealth, material world abundance, that kind of things, which, you know, it grounds us in the material world. All right. We're able to plant our feet in the soil, feel connected, right? But also have this stable foundation beneath us with, you know, with which we can explore the world a little bit more. I like it. All right, let's find something for this Page of Pentacles. I love this little Page of Pentacles. All right, we have the Knight of Wands coming out underneath the page. So intuition, fire flow. So the Knight of Wands takes kind of the idea of a spark of the idea of the Page of Wands and fans the flames, right? And turns it into something much bigger. It can kind of accelerate the process, let's say, of something by fanning the flames. But I like that the Knight of Wands is also very intuitive and very about flow. Which, you know, you kind of have to be with the page. The pentacles are very slow moving. Sorry, this is really bugging me. The pentacles are very, very slow moving, right? So we add a Knight of Wands to that, and it can kind of pick up the pace a little bit while staying very fiery and creative and independent and all the things that come with the Knight, or with the Wands, the suit of Wands. Intuition. So while you're strategizing with that Page of Pentacles, adult-like mentality around financial stability, right? You're also trusting your intuition about how to do this. Trust in your gut. In your energy, you have the Three of Wands. Okay, yep. You're definitely on a new path. This is a card of adventure and action and luck. It's about taking action on how you want your world to look like how you want to build your world. Okay. So this is all, and this is in your energy. So you are ready for an adventure, my friend. With that Fool card. You are ready for an adventure. I love it. It's going to bring you some wealth, and it's going to probably come a little bit faster than the Pentacles typically move. So whatever it is that you're working on, keep going, okay? We have the Creator card. Now, the Creator card takes all the chaos, like the storm in the background, and all the chaos that they've experienced in life, and they learn how to say no, right? So this is about creating healthy boundaries. Saying no when you need to say no. Okay? And it's okay to say no. You're not going to make a wrong decision. You're not going to make a wrong choice. If you say no, it's okay. Go with it. Don't doubt yourself. That's what this card is about, okay? Don't doubt yourself. You know, maybe something comes up and around money and someone has a great idea and let's do this and let's invest here. And if your intuition is telling you not to do it, then just say no. And it's the right decision for you, okay? Sometimes we say yes when we mean no. Maybe because we want to fit in, maybe because we don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. It's okay to say no. Ooh, come back. Okay, we have the King of Cups coming out under that Knight of Wands. Very cool. It's a cool character. Okay, so this could be someone that you're going to meet on your path. He's very warm-hearted, charismatic. Now, change genders as needed. Okay, let's not get hung up on that. Intuitive, empathic, emotionally mature individual. Okay, now this can be someone, like I said, coming to you on your path since you're starting this new journey, or it could be someone it could be an aspect of yourself as well that you're maybe discovering this emotion. Well, let's see. Let us see if this is I don't know. Oh, hello. Okay, well, the Two of Cups came out. So yeah, you're definitely going to you're going to cross someone on your path. You're going to cross paths. Sorry, with someone. This is a soulmate connection. It says partnerships, harmony, and peace. Okay, this is a soulmate connection. This is meant to be in this lifetime when it's meant to be in this lifetime, right? It's something that was planned before you began this human journey, this human experience. Okay, so that makes sense with this King of Cups coming out. So you definitely are, and this is in your energy, right? So you already know this on some level. You know that this is what you want, moving into this new world that you're building, okay? And with this King of Cups showing up in the nature of this reading, you definitely are going to be crossing paths with this person. Now, keep in mind, please, that the Two of Cups, I mean, a lot of people think it's twin flame, and sure, it could be. It is relationship, and that can be romantic. It can be in business. It can be a best friend, right? It can be any kind of relationship. So take it as it resonates. Not everybody out there is looking for, for a new love in their life. You'll know how that fits for you, okay? And in the keep in mind pile, we have the Magician. So yeah, it's time for action, right? The Fool jumps, the Fool leaps. It's time. And the Magician, card of mastery, also talks about having the skill and the power and all the tools that you have, or that you have everything that you need, is what I'm trying to say, to transmute energy into physical manifestations in the physical world. Okay, so you're building your world. You're the Magician. You're building it, but you're building it with healthy boundaries. Okay, maybe you haven't had healthy boundaries before, right? A lot of us haven't. So you're building it in a way that you want it to look, to feel. You've heard me say it before, to taste, to smell, all of those things. This is your sensory perception of your world, okay? And it's coming with this path to this incredible stability in the material world, okay? It almost feels like a bit of an exhale, like maybe you've been holding your breath and you're waiting for this thing. And in reality, it's you. You have to leap. You got to do it. You got to do it. You can't just throw something out there and hope that it happens. You have to take actionable steps. And right now, your actionable step, according to your magician who's saying it's go time, is to leap. We have the Six of Wands, which is, of course, a card of victory and triumph, but it's also a card of recognition, okay? So you're going to be successful in whatever this is. It just takes those first steps. It's go time. You've already got the idea. You've already got everything you need. And here's the Ace of Swords coming in with clarity, cutting to the truth of things, right? This is also a card of success, but it does represent a time of change, time for action, new decisions, right? Clarity, truth and clarity, truth and clarity. All right, let's see if anything else comes out. I like this for you. It's time to take action. It's time to take action. And we have the Four of Cups, so it's a card of it's a card of awareness, and it's possible that whatever this is already around you. I feel like you know it. I feel like you know it. With this cup, I wonder if this King of Cups isn't around you somewhere. And as I said, keep in mind that can be, you know, whatever gender. So, you know, a lot of people think this is a card of being bored or discontent in something, but it can also be literally that you just haven't seen it, right? That you're unaware of whatever it is. Okay, and we have the Devil card. This is all about your attachments, your addictions, bad behaviors, old thought patterns, outdated thought patterns, those kinds of things. So, I mean, it makes total sense, right? Don't you think? Because here you have the Fool and you're getting ready to leap, but you can't take everything with you, right? So we have to sort of figure out what we have to leave behind. And sometimes it is our fears, and it is our obsessions, and it is all the things that aren't good for us, the things that aren't for our best and highest good. And that can be people, it can be places, it can be things, it can be, as I said, outdated mindsets. It can be any of those things, right? So I'm kind of glad that this card showed up, because you are going to have to leave some things behind, especially when you begin a new journey, right? It's like going on a really long vacation, right? You can't take everything with you. You have to take what's important for where you're going, right? Okay, that is your message for today. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I'll see you next time.